somebody I have to apologize to on the air, Mr. Jimmy Two Shoes Shubert out of Philadelphia, one of my early mentors in the comedy game. He had a movie he was shooting over in Korea on the 16th and 17th and 18th of March, and I nearly fucking went to his house and choked him half to death because he had me so worried. I love my friends. Listen.
No, I loved the input. Actually, it was March 2nd through the 9th, and I was doing
something like that.
Second season of the show. I had already done the first season, but I was like, people said, but actually, to tell you the truth, I was wearing a mask back then. I knew it was serious. When I got to Korea, like everybody was wearing masks. The sets are smaller over there. They're not as big as they are.
No, before you went to Korea, when you sat on the plane, did you write out a will? Did you tell your mother goodbye?
Dude, I was
brothers?
sitting. I had gloves. I had goggles. I had a mask.
I called you till you got on that plane.
You know, I was. Hey, dude, if I waited too long, I couldn't get out of it. And believe me, I'm glad I did it because that money's going to get me through this pandemic. But Jesus, man, I was nervous, but I was also like, I'm just going to just social distance and wear my mask and gloves and goggles. I wasn't playing games.
I don't think on March 2nd, the stress had developed as much people as me. I saw it March 2nd at the Comedy Store, and I was done.
Back in February, I was in Atlantic City at the Hard Rock Casino, and even then, I had Lysol in my room spraying. I wasn't touching any buttons.
You knew everything already in February.
No, I would just, unless they stopped, when billionaires stop with the NBA and the NHL and just stop with, they're going to lose billions of dollars. I went, there's something up here. Something's real. And then you were monitoring it. And I just said, there's something else that maybe they're not telling us. So I wasn't taking any chances. I had gloves. I'm a little bit of a prepper. I already had the N95. I have a case of like just a little box of the N95 masks. I had the rubber gloves. I had the goggles. I mean, just because you never, I'd rather have that stuff.
Sorry, absolutely.
Yeah. So, and sure enough, when I was going, I had the gloves. I had the mask. I had two-bagged it. I got two masks. I had a cloth mask over top of that N95 mask. But I wasn't taking any chances. I just wasn't. I mean, I was like, even when I
thought about you every day. Every day I lit a candle.
I appreciate
I prayed. I called Adam, told him not to allow you back in the Comedy Store, that you were an electrocuted motherfucker. I mean, I got to do it. I got to save my people. This fucking guy went into the heart of Korea. Then I call you a week later, and you're like, I'm having a great time. I'm in Boston with Lenny Clark. Oh, he's going to kill another one of my idols.
No. I was putting the stuff on. I was social distancing.
What pissed me off was when I called you and you said you came back, they didn't even bother you. No test, no hello, no welcome to America. There's a fucking epidemic coming here.
Well, I'm also a citizen. I mean, the lines for people coming in from other places, that was like hardcore. But with me, guys saw me. I had the goggles, I had a mask, I had my hoodie up, I had two bag masks on, I had rubber gloves. So I go, this guy, I had to take all that stuff off once I get in, and he saw my face. He goes, yeah. But they didn't stop. They took my temperature before I left Korea twice.
Did they?
Yeah,
the airport. Okay, so
they do it over there. They were like twice. It's part of the new
WHO thing. Whatever.
Yeah. They took your temperature twice. And on the way back, Joey, there was nobody. I had 15 seats in front of me, 15 seats. Nobody was in my section of a business class. There was nobody in there. I was like, this is awesome. You know what I mean? And, they had the curtains drawn. There was another section. But the section I was in, nobody was in there. So I wasn't worried on the way back. On the way over, there was really not a lot of people around me either. So
I'm happy
not good.
You're here. No,
not
sorry.
good.
I was at the park with my daughter. I had just gotten back from Vegas. And I just called you to check in.
No.
And you're like, I'm going to Korea. And I'm like, I thought it was like a bad dream.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa. But at this time, I didn't know architecture either. See, that was my fault.
Yeah.
I'm not good with geography. Once you say I'm going to the Philippines, I'm thinking everything's to China. At that time.
Yeah.
At that time, I thought all the Asian countries, and I have nothing against them. I wasn't blaming anybody.
Right.
I was just like, Jimmy, you're not going.
Yeah. Well, believe me, I tried after that call.
You called your manager. You said,
I told him, I said, you got to get me out of this. He goes, bro. He goes, we're committed. You're leaving like that. I was leaving that money. He goes, you can't do this to these guys. And I go, so I went, but also I looked up to South Korea, and the infection in South Korea was in Diaz, which is it's like 500 miles from where I was going. Seoul is a city of 11 million people, and they only had 100 cases. And I was checking, they were doing drive-through testing. They were already on top of this. So I said, I'm going for a week. I can get in, I get out. I'm only on a set 3 days, and I'll just go hit and run this social distance. And I did. And thank God nothing happened. But you're right, I was a little nervous. But it also prepped me for everything else. I was wearing a mask. I went, even in Boston, I had a mask on, and they were like kind of making fun of me. Then I got in, Lenny Clark picked me up. You know, he's one of my heroes as well. I got a mask on. I don't want to kill Lenny. You know what I mean? I'll never. So I had a mask on when I was finally like social distancing and stuff when you were there. But it was like, I mean, that was it. I knew I didn't. Once I got to the end of March, I knew I was good. All right, and